you mentioned that you DM'd her, and I was like, all right, fuck it. I was like, could do something.
Wow.
I have no power here.
Fuck.
It was gonna be funny, but then fucking Mord dipped out and did the whole face by himself. I was like, okay, well, fuck you, Mord.
Alright, we're good on my end.
Alright, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's 2 yeses. Got it. Alright, let's go.
Yes. That's two. We're good.
I typically always have to look to see if Taylor is here. Taylor, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. She's always the one that doesn't say anything, so I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll wait until I see it. Alright. Let's see here. So, oh man, this is a fucking wall of text. Alright. Our heroes managed to grab the prismatic gem, along with convincing Craven to take the
What?
What?
What the fuck just happened to the music?
It
Wait,
started?
we don't have.
Didn't start for me.
I didn't
It's
even
not-
get the link.
It's not playing right now?
It is.
No.
Playing for me.
For me.
Now it
Wait,
is.
where's the link at?
Wait, it's
Oh,
in the
okay.
DnD.
We need music. That's
Pause.
what I was saying.
You need music. We're already here.
Exactly.
Is it playing for you, Tros?
No, it's paused right
Now
now.
it is.
Now it is.
Okay. Alright, our heroes managed to grab the prismatic gem, along with... Hold on, I gotta turn it down a little bit. Along with convincing Craven to take the hoard of gold deeper inside the dungeon instead of taking the gem for his contract. After tense negotiations, Craven reluctantly agreed, being outnumbered. With that, a tabaxi and a dwarf were met out inside the dungeon as they had suffered a cave-in and had no way out. With an introduction of adventure, the tabaxi introduced himself as Gen and agreed to help slay whatever lay deeper in the dungeon for part of the reward. The reward was hopefully worth it, as the dungeon master that lay beneath was none other than a beholder. However, after it was slain, our heroes gathered a few trinkets while Craven hoarded most of the gold. With that, the party said their goodbyes to Craven and brought their new tabaxi friend and new dwarven smith Griggs to the clan of the Phoenix's camp. There they met Theros, a necromancer intending to use the prismatic gem for Crescent Bay, along with Kane, who had decided to travel out to see the invading force. Bad news struck when Carter revealed that their plans had been found out. A spy had alerted Crescent Bay, and with that, General Hole Abenstall also is in the city mourning the death of his son, meaning an invasion and either a kill or capture would be huge for the rebels. Carter and Kane both have different opinions on how to siege Crescent Bay. Carter is still unaware of the spy. He is also unaware of the fact that the party has the gem, and has just watched as one of his soldiers, Dolly, was killed from an explosion coming from the party's tent. Kane now stands between yourselves and Carter, explaining that Dolly had a cursed item that backfired. He looks for your support in corroborating his story.
Oh fuck.
Lay down,
He
Belle.
is actually. Oh.
I
he giving, like,
fucking
puppy dog
told
eyes?
you.
Well, Kane just is standing there, and he looks back and he says, he did have a cursed item, didn't he?
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a cursed item.
And it sent... he was doing something with it and sent him flying.
Yeah.
Blink.
What you said.
I blink.
Carter kind of looks over the party as a whole and
This
says...
is a fucking inside joke.
He says, I think I need to see you guys in my tent right now.
Oh.
All of you, Kane included.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay.
Follow.
Kids are screaming. Kids are always screaming. What am I saying?
Whippersnappers are playing hockey across the street.
Sounds like they're dying. Jesus.
He leads you guys back to the tent, and he looks across the table to all of you as you take your seats and says, "Look, honestly, I've had it about up to here with you guys. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but all I know is that shortly before you arrived, my smith was poisoned. After that, you guys came in, and I told you plans of a gem. Afterwards, you have not said anything about the gem upon returning to camp. Meanwhile, after you guys had left, a spy has alerted Crescent Bay, and you just so happen to come back as my smith dies, and you have a new smith to replace him. These dots are kind of connecting me to the fact that I feel like you have alerted Crescent Bay."
What?
That's fucking funny.
Out of character. Hold on. Out of character. Did we know that his smith actually died?
Yeah. He told
We
me
know
that.
he was
found that out
ill.
last
Oh. I
Before,
didn't even
when
realize
we
he
left, he was
actually
ill.
died.
Now he's died.
But we okay, well, in character, I mean, we offered to heal the smith,
Right. But on top of that,
and we
You're the one that kept
You
telling
were-
us no, not to go see him. If he
well,
was
you were people coming
poisoned-
from you were coming from outside. I didn't want you to do anything worse. I thought that we might be able to fix them ourselves.
And that's where you fucked up.
And that's where you fucked up.
Oh, you just said. Oh my god. Jake.
What the fuck?
Do you
Wow.
have the
Good.
gem or no? As he stands up,
What's Kane doing right now?
he is very interested, just watching everything.
Oh
happen.
god damn.
Fuck that guy. Good job. Jake.
I'll just take a couple of steps closer to Kane.
Do you want to whisper something to him?
No, this-
We're taking a step closer to him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for safety. Okay.
Oh gosh.
pulling out his cloak.
I don't know if he's gonna
Keep
defend
me
you.
safe.
No, no.
Oh my god.
So he's looking across the table. Well, anyone?
I mean, yes, we have the gem.
Okay. So we're going to finish our transaction then. At least show me the gem to prove to me that you haven't been to Crescent Bay.
Well, wait, are you going to have the necromancer use it?
Yes.
But Carter, you hire a lot of people that you don't know anything about.
I don't know anything about you. Why would I trust you over Theros?
What do
He's
you
a
know?
necromancer!
However,
And
Saber
he was-
got kicked out of the Mage Guild. He's not trustworthy.
Make a persuasion roll.
Fuck. Yes.
He ponders it for a second. Whether or not he's trustworthy, I'll be sure to put more safeguards on him than I normally would. But on top of that, the gem is a great way to make sure that I don't lose as many soldiers as I would want in the upcoming siege. And with that, Kane kind of whispers on it. Let's see. You're closest to him, Elliot. Elliot, make a perception check. He's gonna whisper.
Oh no.
Bye, Carter.
See my dick.
Goodbye. Yeah, just whisper. What is it? Death word, kill, whatever.
Power word kill.
Abracadabra.
Power word, kill.
Fuck. Where's my? There it is. Also +1. Wahoo.
Oh, yeah, he whispers underneath his breath, but you don't catch it.
Fuck.
Well,
What'd you say?
does Carter just fall over dead, or?
No, it looks like he was mumbling to himself, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
But with that, Carter pipes back up, saying, "It doesn't matter what plans you know after I have, after our transaction. You were willing to make this transaction before you even knew what I was going to be doing with the gem.
Well, you let us do this transaction. Well, you had us go get the gem, and we knew your plans. You did that, and it sounds like. Well, Carter, I guess my main point is, how many people in this camp do you actually trust?
Out of the entire camp of 500 men,
Yeah.
a very decent portion of them, considering most of them have come from farms or were slaves in Torsborn, where I came from. I know a lot of these people for years and years on end."
And so what about Theros? And what about those other two guys when we initially came to the camp?
Those other two don't have anything to do with us here. They were more information for scouts. But my main concern is Theros, but we do have safeguards in check to make sure that nothing awry happens. And I would also urge you to look at it this way. If we don't allow Theros to help with this upcoming siege and help, less people die, yes, I'm a little unnerved by the thought of necromancy, but it will save lives. And on top of that, if we don't comply with Theros, he might go somewhere else, and he might use necromancy on Crescent Bay's side if they give him something.
Well, yeah, and I'm sorry. And again, I'm sorry, Carter,
Can't
but
hear you, Cass.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm sorry, Carter, but I still don't quite understand why you trusted him in the first place, or where you met him in the first place.
Well, I met him
Oh, sorry.
met him in Torsborn, and he was looking for, I mean, basically a reason to be able to use his experiments.
What kind of
You're-
safeguards do you have for Theros?
We have other people in the camp that are also relatively well equipped to deal with mages, but that's information that I don't think I would like to divulge.
Understandable. I mean, Carter, we were gonna offer that we could try to help find who the spy is. We have ways of being able to detect poison.
I'm more concerned with the stone.
Well, understandable. I mean,
You're really willing to let your rebellion be hinged on some experiments? He doesn't even know what he's doing.
I think he knows what he's doing. He's raising the dead in different ways.
Yeah, raising the dead, because that always goes so very, very well.
It's
well,
one way to find out.
Yeah,
I
that was
understand.
sarcasm.
I understand you're a paladin, and that's understandable if you don't like the undead, but at the same time,
Very clear.
the undead are only under his control, and if he decided to turn, that would be the time to do it.
Well, we can run through it logically. Why would he decide to turn?
Because you've given him a powerful item after the fact, and now he has a powerful army.
Okay,
After
so what
the-
happens? What is there left for him? If Theros decides to turn and have his own army and be by himself, I mean, he's completely screwed. And like I said, we have safeguards in place already for him.
Okay.
Quick question. How did you find out about the stone?
Got an anonymous tip-off by those people that you had mentioned earlier.
Huh?
The two that were in the camp before
Oh,
we met you.
those-
I'm
Wait.
in contact with them for quite a while, and they had told me of a gem that was powerful, that was in the hands of drow that were deeply hurting our farmers.
Mhm,
So it's two birds with one stone, really.
mhm.
Hmm.
I mean, to be honest, we did use it at one point to help us get out of the dungeon, but it's I guess how much do you know about it, Carter? 'Cause I don't want
Well-
to tell you something you already know.
I just know that it can amplify magic.
And if it amplifies it enough, it will actually hurt you.
Alright. I mean, I would hope
In
that Theros can
fact-
do something about that.
It made Elliot go down at one point.
He kind of looks at Elliot, ponders a moment.
I don't know what happened really, but I felt good.
It sounds to me like you're trying to convince me to let you keep this stone, which I'm
Well-
telling you is impossible.
I just don't think we should give it to the necromancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, necromancy is a really bad thing. And I
Necromancy is
don't trust him.
concerning.
What if we
Yeah.
can come up with a different plan?
Like, I don't
Or,
mind
like,
giving it to
Google-
Carter, it's just Theros is... If something bad were to happen, I don't know if I could live with that.
Different plan. Wait. Didn't we have someone already come up with a different plan?
Kane.
Out of character, yes. In character. mm,
I'll ask Carter if he's not confident in Kane's plan.
Well, wait, Carter, do you know any magic?
Just a very small amount, but not much.
Because that's the thing is I don't mind giving it to you, I just don't... I do mind giving it to Theros, and that worries me.
Even with safeguards in place. If you trust me, why don't you trust my
That's the thing is
safeguards?
we don't know what your safeguards are.
Right, but that's not really for your judgment anyway.
Understandable. But I mean, if we were to help out in Torsborn and we find out that Crescent Bay didn't work out, what would we do then?
I would hope that you would cease doing what you were doing in Torsborn. Just
And if something happened to you, who's gonna take over?
Well, if our forces are wiped out, which is what I'm trying to prevent with the stone, I mean, I have 500 men. I'm going to need more than that, but I need to strike now just because Crescent Bay knows of where we are. I don't want us to get trapped between Crescent Bay and Torsborn, between two armies pinching us. I need to siege Crescent Bay with the gem as quick as possible to make sure that we have a foothold somewhere. And also have our backs up against the wall somewhere as well. So whether or not I agree with Theros' methods, I do have safeguards in place to stop him, and he's pivotal to the plan that I have.
What do you think about Kane's plan?
I'm not sure what assassinating someone at the top really does for us. I think he has ulterior motives.
Is that what he says in front of Kane?
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of character for us. Okay.
I'm gonna look at Kane.
Yeah,
and
same.
see what he does.
Is he stone face?
He's still just watching.
Whoa, my legs are shaking. My little gnome legs.
Yep.
I mean, that's fair. We don't all know each other quite yet.
No offense to you, Kane, but while I do appreciate you softening up Crescent Bay, I don't think I feel quite comfortable going on an assassination mission with you and leaving all my troops to siege without a head of command. Especially if I were to go mysteriously missing, that's a lot of men to be commanded by someone who's powerful and close by. So I would like to stick with my men above all else.
Well, with Kane being as powerful as he is, what group would he go with?
I'm not aware of how powerful he is.
I mean,
Kane is now kind of looking at you,
Yeah.
Merble.
What?
I mean, you orchestrated the thing at Crescent Bay.
A few explosions, yes.
Yeah. I mean, they were pretty big. So I mean, where would you have him go?
Carter?
No, Kane. I guess Kane, where would you want to go?
I'd still like to go to Crescent Bay personally.
Okay. 'Cause, I mean, to have Kane just sit around and do nothing sounds like a waste.
Well, if Carter plans to siege the front lines with his men, you should expect to throw away more than you'd like, Carter. But I myself won't be fighting at the front, I'll assure you that.
Okay. Alright. I mean, well, another issue is if Theros isn't very hardy or his constitution is low, I don't know if he'll be able to survive using the gem, and that's a concern. And if someone from the other side were to pick it off him, that could be even more concerning.
Well, that's good to know. We'll note that, and we'll make sure that there are people around him just to make sure that if he falls, one of ours can pick it up.
Okay.
Or that, yeah. But you don't seem to like Theros much, so if he does go down, I mean, I would assume that you feel like it's a win for yourself anyway.
Not
I just hope that he can
necessarily.
make it to the end of the battle.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, I guess who would take over? Well, no, if he doesn't, that sounds... Yeah, that's the pivot, right.
Then there's a bunch of little dead boys walking around with no master. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
Should probably ask him if his undead are tied to if he's alive or not.
Out of character, do I know that because I'm a cleric?
Make a history check.
Can I maybe push for religion?
Yeah, you know that.
It's a
Yeah,
religious
that's
base
fine.
Power, kind of.
Yeah.
1d20. What 13?
Yeah, I was looking for a 10 or above.
Okay.
Yeah. In your experience, when So when someone brings someone back from the dead, maybe not so much revivify, but when something is past expired and you know it's looking to serve the master serves as the connection between death
Then-
and yeah.
Okay. I mean,
So if the master falls, so will their creations,
I mean,
unless there's some special circumstance.
hold on. Taking a swig of soda.
Hold on,
Well-
hitting this bump of coke.
Actually, it's Coke Zero. No calories. No calorie cocaine.
Cocaine light.
Or no sugar, rather. Well, actually, Elliot, you would technically be sort of like the anchor for the undead in this world. There's some situations, I think, where that might not be the case. I don't really
Yeah.
know about all of that, but
Like, fucky experiments that
yeah.
he's told nothing about.
And he dabbles in the kind of stuff that I don't as a cleric, so there's a lot that could go wrong depending on what he does.
Okay, I'm just gonna take out the stone. I'm just gonna hold it. I'm not gonna give it to him.
Okay.
But at least show it to him.
Kane takes a look at it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh,
I
no.
forgot he was here.
Oh no. Oh no.
Kane,
Oh, my anxiety.
Kane looks at it.
Oh no.
and he puts his arm out and he says, "May I, Elliot?"
Oh, no. Good luck, babe.
Oh, my God.
I really like it.
Do I have counter spell?
He looks at you and smiles and he says, "I'll give it back."
Can I?
Do I believe that?
Oh,
Eh,
that's,
Elliot, go ahead and make an insight check.
oh.
You're not 100% sure, but
Oh,
he
no.
does look honest. If there's any sort of lie to his face, you're not able to tell it.
He didn't get back after he killed everybody.
Like, I'll just like kind of start to, and I'm just gonna look at Carter and see what his reaction is.
Carter is watching very closely.
Oh, God damn it.
I don't have
What do
dispel.
I do?
Kane slowly plucks it from your fingers and kind of turns it over in his hand a few times, and closes his eyes just briefly, and just kind of makes a, eh, and he hands it back to you.
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
He looks towards Carter and he says, "Be careful with that one. It's cursed to a degree."
Oh. Oh, is that the part where it takes from people? Wait. Yeah. Is that the part where? Nope. Nope. I don't know. Elliot knows more. About that kind of thing.
Let's see, Elliot, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Woo.
Wahoo!
Oh man, all right. You're able to initially
Plus
and-
8, motherfucker, dude.
immediately pick up that this stone doesn't only damage the user. Kane goes on to explain, the stone holds quite a lot of power in it. It's pretty impressive. While it does use some of the user's life force to be able to cast magic at an amplified rate, repeated use has a high chance of causing the user to go mad.
Oh.
God, I'm already like one step from that.
Carter.
I'm gonna have Carter make an insight check.
Wait.
Fuck.
Oh god, that's a natural 20. All right, yeah, he believes Kane.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
As he sees that Kane is telling the truth.
I mean, we could try and remove the curse, maybe.
Is that a thing where that's a possible?
That is a thing that I can actually do. Yes.
Maybe the curse is what gives it its power, though.
I was gonna
Yeah, that's
ask.
the issue.
Is the magic that amplifies tied to the curse? Because if you're serious about this item being cursed, I'm okay with Theros using it to siege, but I'm not okay with Theros using it and going mad.
Yeah. Especially, yeah.
Necromancy.
Kane, do you think I could remove the curse?
You could try.
Okay. I mean, I gotta go take a nappy.
But-
And and then do it.
I gotta take a nap right now.
I gotta take a nappy. Gotta go get my baba.
Well, if we want to reconvene in the morning,
That sounds like a plan.
That is a plan.
he
but
Kane
Yeah.
looks at
Same
Carter and he
time.
says, "So for the rest of the night, I would hope that no more of your soldiers have any more cursed items then."
Oh.
And Carter just looks over all of you very, very suspiciously and says, "I'll see that my men present their magic items one by one, and we go through to make sure that no one has anything that would harm anyone but an enemy."
I'm just gonna shrug.
I mean, Elliot and I can detect magic and stuff like that.
You literally just saved me your Baba. Are you up for that?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can do that. It's just
Go
I
to
don't.
bed.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay. It's just I don't have the ability to remove the curse today. I would have to wait until tomorrow if that makes sense.
We'll conduct the search overnight. If you want to remove the curse in the morning, you can be responsible for that.
Okay. So you don't want us to try and check for any magical items?
Like I said, we'll be in charge of that.
Okay.
I don't think he
understandable.
trusts us.
Yeah.
Just a feeling I got from this guy.
I would also ask that you leave the stone in my possession.
But
Okay. Well,
And
be
upon
careful.
upon knowing what it does tomorrow, I will or will not give it to Theros.
So if we don't give it to Theros, what's the backup plan?
I'll have to come up with one very quickly.
Okay.
He looks at Kane. I trust that if we want a guinea pig for tomorrow, since you're so willing to, since you're so knowledgeable about what the stone is and what curse is part of it, would you like to be the one to cast magic and see if the curse is still there, or at least check it?
Oh, just to identify it. Okay. Never mind.
And Kane just shrugs. All right. Well, if that's it, I'll have your tent stakes hammered back down into the ground. They should be doing that right now, and I'll see you here in the morning.
Okay.
On the way out, I'll say, your clock's behind an hour, by the way. Make sure you wish all your women happy International Women's Day.
And you guys return back to your tent.
Is
Kane
Kane
still with?
us?
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
It depends. Do you want him to be?
I wanted to ask.
You
him
guys are about to
before we
part
left.
ways. You can ask him to
Um,
come to your tent if you want.
Oh, no, hold on.
No,
hold
it's
on,
not
Mike.
that happened.
Not quite. No, we're not there yet.
We're
Wanna
not
get in
there.
my dough?
Kane,
Yes.
what was that? Well, actually, out of character, would Merble know what Kane just did if it was identify or because Elliot did identify earlier? I don't think it identified what kind of curse or that it was cursed.
I don't know if it identified.
was-
Wait, I think it does.
If that was
Like-
Either it was a higher roll or it was something else.
yeah. So out of character, would Merble know if he just did identify?
You would not. It doesn't look like when Kane casts any magic, he needs any
Verbal
components or
components.
anything to do. He just kind of innately knows.
Can I tell what kind of like what kind of class he would be in a sense? Is that like
He's
sorcerer?
definitely a mix of a lot.
Okay.
A mutt.
You've seen him strong enough to pull bars
Yeah.
apart, but you've also seen him show a lot of dexterity. You've also seen him use magic. So
Yeah.
Fucking mid-maxer.
Multi-classer, jack of all trades, master of
Multi-class,
none. But actually, he's master of all. Kane, what was that you did just now? Was that like identify or?
I have certain trinkets and baubles on me that allow me to perceive the inner workings of any magical item that I choose.
That's wow.
I've got quite a
I feel like
collection.
a baby.
Look at my collection. Isn't
Can
it
I
complete?
tell if he's hiding something there?
Make an insight check.
Like if there were like some sort of innate magic of sorts.
Look at my
Insight.
collection.
I'd just be a sorcerer.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to glean.
Wow.
Something like that. 20?
It doesn't look like he used any sort of innate. If he used any magic, it was learned or it's an enchanted item.
Okay.
His
Now,
It
is
doesn't look
he-
like he's a sorcerer.
Is he human?
Yes.
Yeah, we found that out last session.
Yeah, we did the
I
divine
just wanted
sense.
to make sure.
So it would be like a wizard class or something along those lines.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. That was actually pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I gotta go sleepy now.
All right.
Alright.
And
Bye.
he walks off.
Goodbye, random man.
He does not turn around for that.
Alright, fuck.
All right.
All these fucking rude people in this camp.
So you've left the stone with Carter. You guys have returned to the tent. Do you want to discuss anything, or do you want to go and take a long
Oh
rest?
yeah. Fuck
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Camp's
Fuck
gonna be in
yes,
flames
what?
tomorrow.
No,
I
we're
don't
just
think
gonna
there's
go to
anything to talk
sleep and
about.
I didn't know if you
look at
guys
each
wanted
other.
to discuss tomorrow with Carter. I didn't know what you wanted to do.
I'm
You're definitely
tired, alright.
fucking Liamon's hut right now, everything.
You don't fucking boss me around. Small fry.
Please. Liamon's
Sure.
hut, yeah.
A what?
For 10 minutes.
He eats the tent. Okay, so once we're in Liamon's hut. So Kane is very scary. I look again.
What?
Trying to catch him up.
That's fucking insightful. Holy shit, I know everything.
Yeah.
Is that it? Do we have reasons? Do I have tell me?
Out of character, you just saw him kill the guy that you really like.
I did.
Out of character, remember
but
that.
that's it.
He's a very powerful wizardy-like guy. Yeah. What he just did, even with identifying that, was really fast and yeah.
You made me put up a dome to say this. This is fine.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, so I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that gem.
Which
Elliot,
gem? There's two gems.
What?
There's two gems. The
No,
gem
no,
that
no,
I'm trying to
so
get.
the red stone.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're
that's-
talking about. That
that's
doesn't
what you're
exist
trying to get.
anymore.
That still fucking exists. Don't you dare.
Yes.
No?
So that thing, we got it, and I'm gonna give him backstory on the cult stuff, and that's maybe tied to that cult,
Okay.
just so I don't have to fucking roleplay
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, you got it.
Because we told him out of character. What was it, last session?
Yeah,
After
we
the
did.
last session, so
World ending cultists and all that.
yeah.
Okay.
It's probably tied to them. So you probably
That-
don't want to touch it.
But we don't know that.
But it's heavily implied that it might be.
By what?
By the fact that they had it in their possession. In their
Oh
little
wait,
cave
were they the
dungeon.
cultists?
Those
We
drow
weren't-
were cultists, right?
No.
Oh no, they were just drow. Well, the other cultists were mostly drow? Question mark.
That's racist.
The
They're
other
just drow.
cultists were humans in masks. You don't know if the drow were with them or not.
Oh. Oh. Then maybe retcon that.
Our fucking neighbors are loud. Jeez.
Yeah, they really are.
Remember that fucking tent over there?
Well, just in case, I think we should hold off on using that until we can
I mean-
figure out what it is.
I was at least gonna wait till after we've dealt with the whole situation on apparently this man thinking you guys and me are all spies and he doesn't like us and we don't trust him and it's a whole convoluted conspiracy theory.
Do I believe that?
What?
You get an insight check.
Do
No,
it.
it's good.
I was like, do it.
Well, I I mean, thing is, I don't know if we're gonna quite be able to take a break for a while. I mean, we are going into war. But, I mean, we haven't been able to identify what this is yet, and we're not powerful enough.
Well, unless you want to show it to our lovely friend Kane over there.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you have someone else who can work with that? Because otherwise, we're just carrying around this completely unknown thing that could
could
either.
Explode probably and kill us all.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll.
I don't know. I'm scared of it.
We'll just leave it alone until we get out of camp.
Well, I
I've
think
been
we should
around a
leave it
long
alone.
time. I don't even know what this magic is. I basically invented magic too.
I think we should leave it alone until
What?
we deal with Torsborn.
What the fuck? That's so long.
Yeah, but if we get distracted on the way there, like it teleports us to another world or something, then we're gonna let everyone down for almost.
Oh no, these people I don't know.
I mean,
Oh no, the horror.
we're kind of tied to this now.
Did you
and-
fight in any battles in the war?
No.
Oh,
Who do you like more? Outside looking in.
Outside looking in? Well, currently we've got the rebel army or whatever hiring necromancers.
yeah.
So that doesn't bode well. But granted, Empire's got slaves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Mike, do we know if the Empire has a decent amount of necromancers?
Elliot, go ahead and make a history check.
Wahoo!
Since you're old as fuck. The Empire has spared nothing in terms of what they need to do to achieve victory.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, I guess you could look at it as fire versus fire kind of thing, fighting fire with fire.
We could just lay low, lay in the cut, and wait until Tiamat gets summoned, and then we all have to fight together.
Which that is an issue. That is an issue. Did we ever bring that up with Carter?
I don't believe so.
Oof.
Let's go grab him right now.
Where's that
Oh,
dog
you
at?
can sleep on it, and
That dog
it's...
has been following us everywhere and telling us things.
What?
The dog in the alley.
I thought you were asking out of character.
No, that was in character.
I'm going to sleep.
Yep, I'm going
Oh,
dead.
Okay.
All right, you guys take a long rest.
Okay. Nice. Take a long rest. Confirm.
Is the camp on fire when we wake up?
No,
Okay.
Damn it.
just the fire pit.
It's the fire pit. Fuck off.
The fire
Lay
pit's
down.
on fire! Stop it!
So what do you guys want to do?
I am choosing my spells. Get rid of
I am-
daylight,
Gonna change my proficiency to something.
healing
Something
word,
charisma based.
Then we're gonna see if I can.
Plus.
I don't know if there's anything charisma based I could change it to.
Wait, you could change your proficiencies?
Oh, no, I can change my what is it? Fuck was it?
Expertise? What?
One skill or tool proficiency of your choice.
What? Is that
Yeah.
your class or your arc thing or whatever? What is
Yeah.
it?
My feature, I can every long rest I can change it.
What? Unearthed Arcana is busted. Holy shit. That's crazy. Well, yeah, fucking something charisma based. All curses affecting one creature. Oh, that's the thing, is all curses on the object or creature end.
Okay, I got something.
Wait. Oh, actually, if the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. That's pretty cool. Okay. Then
Oh.
Harassment is bad.
Jake, are you okay? Are you being yelled at?
Are you harassing Tristan?
No, Tristan's playing the game again.
Oh.
Are you guys headed back to Carter's tent then?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You guys file back into Carter's tent. Stone is on the table. And he looks at you, Merble, and he says, "Alright, well, hopefully this doesn't cause it to explode and kill everybody."
Nice. I like it.
That's how that works, Carter.
I
Oh,
hope
good
it's
luck,
not.
Okay.
Give me
alright.
10 minutes.
I'm gonna do some little stretches, little gnome stretches, stretching
A
my arms out
fucking
real good.
halfling.
Jesus
Oh wait,
Christ.
yeah, halfling. I'm gonna do some gnome stretches as a halfling. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I guess if it does, do you want to cast Leomund's Hut around me just in case? Elliot?
That would be fucking hilarious, but I have to be in there too.
You're right.
So fuck that.
What do I have for this? I don't know if I think I have Magic Circle actually.
That's not gonna stop an explosion.
Will it? No, it's creatures. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Are you sure?
Just do it,
Elliot?
Nike.
Okay. We could always just do this and should we go outside of camp?
Oh my god.
Let's
I-
just do it.
I
It's up to
mean,
you, Carter, it's your camp.
just go ahead and do it.
Okay. Alright, I do it.
Alright, so what does the spell do exactly?
Let me find it and then copy pasta. I hear Aaron's typing and his typing is faster than mine, so he's probably gonna get it done before I even do it. Yep, there it is. I just selected all the text just now.
Wait.
I didn't even copy it yet. Alright. Yep. Remove curse. It is a touch spell noticeably. I have to touch
Okay.
it.
So if the object is a cursed item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement. So,
Well, wait. After you touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end.
so that means that if a creature or object is cursed by a cursed
Oh,
item,
but if it's a magic item, the curse remains.
yes. So, if this item was cursed by somebody else, then this actually would end the curse.
Oh, but it's not, so it's made with the curse in mind.
Well,
Or
Kane
it's-
can double check for you.
Yeah. So I
Which-
guess I'll try and, with that in my mind, I would try and do it anyways, just
Yeah.
in case it was cursed after the fact.
Right. If this item was powerful and then someone else cursed it.
Yeah.
So Kane picks it back up and looks over it, puts it back down. It's innately cursed.
Okay. That's. I have Dispel Magic. But obviously that's gonna make it useless.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I mean, I could always uncurse him.
That's
but
true.
It is repetitive use of my spell too.
Hmm.
So this is very complicated and scary. And plus, we would also have to go to Crescent Bay then if he's gonna use it.
Well, it takes repeated. This is Carter. It takes repeated uses to cause the user to go mad, correct? And Kane says, depending on their fortitude, yes. So, in theory, could Theros use this for at least one battle to get us a foothold? And Kane just goes back to saying, I still don't like the undead.
Kane, are you? I don't mean to pry too much, and if it is prying, tell me to stop. Are you religious by chance?
To a degree, yes.
Oh.
But it's no god any of you damn Ovinians worship, that's for sure.
Wait,
Repeat what?
what? What? Did he just? Did he
Ovinians?
just? Wait. Okay, Mike. Clarification. The world is Oven, right?
Not the whole world, this continent
okay,
is.
okay. It's just the continent.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, what?
Okay, yeah, that's where we were both like, he's from another world. and
No,
he
I
knows
heard that
himself."
and I was like, wait, what?
He has an avatar tail. Get him!
I was like, is he from some other plane of existence? What the shit?
What? Yeah, just very casually, you fucking Earth goers, whatever. We people from Mars. No. Oh,
Back on my planet.
realize, Kane, where are you from?
Mm,
If you don't want to say again, you don't have to.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Fish.
Actually, make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
Yeah, on your question. We'll see if we'll see if he wants to indulge you.
Alright. 15?
Okay. He looks at you and he says, "I'm from somewhere or sometime called Irux."
Wait, did he just?
Sometime.
Oh no.
He's
Mike,
a Terminator. Get him!
Mike,
Yes.
time traveler? Nani? Hold on.
I'm John Connor.
Where was?
ERUX.
Said he's from ERUX. Do I know this place?
You guys especially would have absolutely no idea what Irux is.
What?
I'm gonna look at Elliot and in Gnomish say, the fuck is that place?
Why do you have to exclude people from conversations?
Yeah,
That's
I say it Gnomish, by the way. What the
That's
fuck?
that in common.
Oh, no, they're gonna know I'm dumb. I say in Gnomish.
I think they already know. Don't worry.
No. Where did
No.
where did I make my mistake?
I don't know shit about that, but I would like to learn.
Oh, okay then. I guess.
Maybe once all the war's over, you could give me a little history lesson.
Oh wait, Kane. How long have you lived here?
For quite some time. I've been traveling around for a while. I've been to all the cities in Oven.
Did you fight in any of the battles?
No.
Oh.
I think I would have liked to, but I didn't.
would have liked to.
I would just say I wasn't ready yet.
Hold on, furious note taking right now.
More sensu beans.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
No.
Oh, okay.
Memes.
I missed it.
memes.
Sensu beans. He needed more.
I don't know what that is.
Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck you. Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's centipede time.
Wow. This is
So-
very insightful.
Carter goes on to say, I think it's safe to say that I should use the stone for just one siege, but after that, I won't use it anymore. And it shouldn't be required to use if you can pull off Kane's plan and cause a rebellion inside of Torsborn.
Okay.
If we have people on the inside, then we shouldn't have to worry so much about using the undead ever again.
Okay.
We need to make propaganda pamphlets.
Whisper campaign. I tried whispering that, and then I saw my mic didn't catch it. Damn it. Damn you, Mike. Not you. The other Mike.
Well, good luck with that.
Okay. I mean, I guess after this siege, could we maybe hold on to it? if you don't think you're gonna use it.
Make a persuasion.
What? What?
Yeah, make a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
I
He doesn't want to turn over a maddening stone to you guys.
that is a
4.
3 plus 1.
That's
Yeah.
a 4.
He says, I think I'll be keeping hold of it, as you will be paid for your services, and I don't think reversing the transaction is good for either of us.
Oh.
I'll take proper steps to see either its curse lifted somehow or it's destroyed.
Oh.
He tells you to go fuck yourself in Gnomish.
Yeah.
And go fuck yourself. You are dumb. You know. Okay. I mean. Okay. Understandable. It is dangerous.
So, about those horsies.
Oh yeah, the horses.
I am a man of my word. You've gotten yourselves 4 of our mounts. They'll be your choice as to which one you would like, to make sure that they're fast and they work well.
Oh. So we're only getting 4? Even
That's
though
what
we have a new
we-
friend?
How's the deal?
Well, we agreed upon 4.
How much does it cost for another horse? Is
Typically,
it about 2,000 gold or something like that?
it typically is 2,000 gold, yes.
I got
But-
myself
Ouch.
down.
Seeing as we're going to be allies now, I could give it to you at a discount.
It's gonna be 1,500. Go.
What's
do
the
it.
discount?
All right, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Oh, dude,
talent.
thank God I just took a fucking bonus in persuasion. Holy shit.
Actually,
But
it's
we'll find out.
2,500 now.
Yeah.
no shit,
Natural
what's
one.
A discount.
25.
Oh,
Oh, no, I didn't.
No.
That's a
No, no,
20
no.
plus 5.
Wow, he's trying to roll nat 20s. Cheater! Cheater!
Damn it, they got me. Fuck, I didn't put D20. Whoops. All right, there we go.
Look, I got a nat 20.
Listen, we all make mistakes. Shut the fuck up.
I
roll a
suppose I
15.
can give you a 300 gold discount.
Ah, it's even worse than what I thought it was. Ah.
It's 10 gold per roll times 2. So 1,700.
Hey,
God damn
what
it.
a great discount.
Did we
I
say if
knew it was happening.
the small humanoids could double up on one horse or no? I don't remember.
I think
Yes.
we said yes. Wait, wait.
Didn't we?
Out of
Um,
character, I do have the spell.
I
Find
was gonna
Speed.
ask if you had summoned.
Oh.
Steve.
Or yeah, where I could summon myself one.
Oh. Well.
You can do that instead.
So in character. Wait, Zalvaron, can't you make a steed?
We don't even need to do that. If we double up on a horse, we have
Yeah.
enough.
Wait, we
Uh,
only have 4 though. and
Oh
we
my
have-
god!
There,
What?
let's do some,
You're the
let's do
dumbest
some
smart person I
simple
know.
I have
math.
6. No, there's
There's
6
6
of us,
people.
Though. Yeah.
And 2 get on 1.
Yeah. And so we still have 1 person who needs a mount. So that's why in character I asked him that. So in character.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Then we don't need to buy another horse.
Where's Griggs? Is he okay?
I don't know, maybe.
I haven't heard from him. I haven't heard anything from him. I'm
We
just
should
worried.
actually go ask him so that we'll go see him so he can help us with items and.
Yeah, I want to make a
making
weapon.
them. Yep, there we go. There was a way easier to say. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good job, brain.
Good job, Howard Dean.
Whoo, that hurt.
What?
Oh, brain.
Alright, we don't need a horse. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
Need anything else from Carter before we head
Uh-huh.
on out to go talk to.
Good try, Mike.
I mean, hey, now Talon has 2k gold.
I
Yep.
do.
Talon is everyone's sugar daddy now.
Fuck that. I don't know you people.
Anyone
I
else?
just saved you money.
All right, I guess I'll stop healing you then.
He has bargaining money for the gym now.
You have to pay me
Ooh, wait, it's a good
gold
point.
every time I raise you.
No, fuck that. I'm giving all my gold to Aaron to give me or to Elliot for the stone.
Roll a persuasion check. Not really.
Does anybody have any other questions or concerns for Carter?
Yeah, it looks at you guys. This is probably going to be the last time we talk for quite a while, so.
Oh.
If we ever talk again, depending on how well this siege goes.
I might. Hold on. Do I have what is it? Sending?
You have sending, yes. You'll just have to prepare.
I could potentially send you guys magical messages in the future.
Well, if you have something urgent to say, then
Yeah.
by all means.
Okay. I'm very scared right now.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, what
I'm
the
very
fuck?
nervous.
What are you nervous
what?
about?
I don't know. I've never done this before.
What?
You've
Well,
never
I
rode a
know.
horse? Are you okay?
What the fuck is happening
No,
here?
not that. It's okay. I'm just anxious.
About the
Okay.
siege?
Yeah.
Okay, well, leave the worrying to the people who have to do it. For now, you can just relax.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
horses.
Let's go see Griggs.
So,
Yeah, Greg's
so
and
how
horses.
soon do we need to do the thing at Torsborn? Does it need to be done within a day
A
Oh
day?
no.
of when we get there?
Let's
Army in
see.
a day.
I would hope that within 10 days I can get a sieging party ready for Torsborn.
Not even Charles Manson can do what he did in a day. Jesus.
10 days. Okay.
What's our main objective at Torsborn?
We gotta build up an army.
Start a rebellion.
Start a rebellion, yeah.
Viva la revolution!
Alright. Settle.
Obviously, don't say that. All right. Actually, I guess I do say it. I was gonna be like, nah, I didn't say that. Ah, fuck it.
Fuck it. Interesting.
I would say that we probably want a minimum of 200 people
200 people
on the inside.
in 10 days. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Alright. Whisper campaign. Alright.
Are there like any bullet points you want on these pamphlets I'm gonna make up?
Just to make sure that guards don't see them. Not for
Alright.
guards' eyes on the front page.
I'll make sure to
Guards,
promise
don't read.
free healthcare and pay for your college.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is
Okay.
Kane still in the tent?
Kane isn't. Oh, yeah, he is.
Okay. Kane, who was that informant or whatever guy, man, you said
What?
you had? You said you had one in
No,
Torsborn?
that was Carter. Not
Was that
Kane.
Carter?
No, that was Kane.
What?
Aha!
Informant?
Kane goes on to say, yeah, actually, if you approach Torsborn from the east, there will be a man named Thane there, and he'll help you get into the city.
Do I know?
Thane.
Would I happen to know Thane from my time in Torsborn?
You would not.
Okay.
He goes on to say, Thane is, he's wearing all black. He has a black mask, and he's accompanied by a Goliath.
He's not your brother, is he? Because his name rhymes with your name.
Well, if everyone's who had rhyming names had to be siblings of one another, it'd be a very convoluted world, I feel.
That would hurt.
A lot of extra chromosomes.
Okay. Well,
But he should help you into the city. Hold on, let me just see if there are any other important things he needs to tell you.
okay. I will look through my items and see if we have everything that we need.
He basically says to you guys, I'll see you off, Carter. It's been good to meet you. And he walks out of the tent.
Toodaloo. And I
Carter
walk
looks
out
at the
tent.
rest of you guys. You guys need anything else?
Behind.
All right. Well, you guys head out the tent one by one. You head over to the stables and you pick out 4 horses. It's whatever color you guys would like.
Ooh, purple.
I don't think that they have that one.
You said whatever color I would like.
You did.
That is okay. That is not a horse color. You can dye it purple if you find purple dye.
I can prestidigitation my horse constantly while I'm riding it. It looks like rainbows.
Guess it's just a unicorn at that point.
Beautiful. Alright.
But you guys pick out 4 horses, and you guys are about to head off. Well, actually, no, you're not. You need to go see Griggs first, don't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so you head over to Griggs' tent, and he's
Dead.
angrily. No.
Oh no.
He's angrily smacking a sword on an anvil.
Angrily.
Hey Griggs, buddy, how you doing?
Oh, hey! Great to see you guys. Awesome camp we have here, invading Crescent Bay as he keeps on slamming on the sword.
Bro, I didn't know.
I'm not
I
saying
shut
you
up.
did. I'm saying the wankers behind you did.
I mean, they shouldn't be taking any civilians out.
Oh, that's great. Well, hopefully my family's house, their fortunes, and whatever they have aren't ransacked and aren't caught on fire in the ensuing siege, because we all know that sieges, they typically go according to plan, don't they?
I mean, we could
Usually.
ask Carter if they could just, like, not do that.
Oh, well, you be the first to ask him. Every single soldier that I've talked to is just fucking jittering in their pants about how they can't wait to rush the walls.
Oh.
Oh fucking Christ.
So we have some items that we wanted to upgrade.
Oh, so you can go kill an Empire scum, is that what I'm hearing?
It's for personal defense.
No, you're gonna need it.
We have a lot of money.
Well, if there's one thing that dwarves love more than family, it is gold coin.
Oh my god.
That is true.
Oof. Fucking boof.
I'm not
Make
happy
us
about this siege
weapons.
happening, but it's better to be on the winning side, I suppose. Also, if I help this invading force, if they are really as strong as they say they are, I might be able to save my family to a degree. But I'm not happy about them being thrust into a war zone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know even who we could tell to try and warn them beforehand without, all that going down. And I don't know if your family supports the Empire or what.
Well, seeing as they're merchants and the Empire protects their trade routes and their supplies and they pay their taxes and whatnot, they probably won't be happy about it. But that's neither here nor there. What do you need?
I look to our monk who wanted some special boy stuff.
Can you smith mithril weapons?
Let me check as I open up my smithing brochure.
Have I promised mithril weapons?
I have 9 mithril ore, if that matters.
It's gonna
Opening
matter.
up the
I don't-
wrong thing. Let's see.
Wait, what's the
Metals. So if
Stuff
you
is-
want this would be versatile equipment. So you need 5 leather straps. If you want a silver weapon, it's 8 silver ore. If you want a mithril weapon, it is 4 mithril ore, 3 silver ore, and 1 electrum ore.
We have that.
And it is a success rate of 90%, and it costs 75 gold per mithril ore he is using.
Wait, per.
I can front the
Yeah.
cost.
75 per mithril ore and 30 per silver ore.
I can front the cost if you guys are willing to part with the material.
Let me go ahead and just show you guys our special inventory stuff.
You open the bag.
Open the bay. Oh fuck.
Is what we got.
Can you make me a mithril pair of knuckle dusters? 1, 2.
If you've the ore for it, yes.
Keep that in mind.
Then how much adamant ore does it take to make an adamant weapon?
It depends on what you're making, but for
Oh.
versatile equipment, it takes 5.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
So you said it would be
4 mithril
Four-
ore, 3
4,
silver,
silver.
Yep.
1 electrum.
One
and
One
that's
electrum.
for That's for versatile.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
And 5 leather straps, which we have 10. So.
Yeah.
What would it be for a dagger?
For dual wield equipment, for silver, it's 5 silver ore, 3 leather straps, and for mithril, it's 2 mithril ore, 2 silver ore, and 1 electrum ore.
We don't have enough mithril to make you both mithril items.
No. I
but-
just meant for the silver. You said it was for dual wielding. What if I already have like the one like silver item?
I mean, you can have another one.
Is it still gonna be the same cost though? For the material?
Yeah. Dual wield equipment just basically means
one-handed.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Versatile means that you can one or two-hand it, like long swords. Dual wield equipment is like daggers, and then there's
Oh, okay.
two-handed equipment, which is like heavy great swords, heavy battle axes, stuff like that.
Axes and,
Yeah.
Okay.
hammers.
So if you want an additional silver dagger, you could pay for one.
So we could get you a silver dagger. We could get him
A mithril quarter staff.
staff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everybody okay with that?
I might actually want to get myself like a silver or something.
Could do like a silver short sword.
Is that
Counts as
one-handed?
yes. So it's 5
Yeah,
silver ore for that.
Let me look at weapons real quick. Is that martial? I can only do simple weapons.
I don't know if that's martial or not. You'd have to double check.
I feel like martial is usually like the versatile weapons. Simple melee, club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff. No, I can't do a short sword. That is martial.
What's the mace? What's the modifier on it?
Mace
1d6?
is 1d6. Quarterstaff is 1d6.
So if you got mace or quarterstaff and turn it silver, it increases by 2. So I mean, your mace would be 1d8 plus 1.
Oh.
Yeah, whenever you get an ore upgrade, basically, so silver to mithril to adamant, whatever base weapon you get, you increase it to the next hit die.
Oh.
Okay.
And it
Wait,
gets a +1 for silver, +2 for mithril, and +3 for adamant. Those +1, +2, and +3 are also respective of how many enchantments the item can hold.
Okay. Wait, how many enchantments can items hold?
Well, normal items are quote-unquote mundane. They can't hold anything. But if you get something silver, it can hold 1. If you get something mithril, it can hold 2. And if you get something adamant, it can hold 3.
Oh, and we have enchantments that we should probably
We do.
Yes, use, which I have that in a different list. Let me grab that real quick and I'll post what we've got.
So was it 75 gold for each mithril and 50, or 25 for each silver?
30 for each silver.
Okay.
So 3 silver is 90 plus 300 for the
Mithril.
4 mithril. So
Alright.
it's 330 for a mithril quarterstaff, and then you'll roll a d10 since it has a 90% success rate. If you roll a 1, because you're using a smith, if you roll a 1, it'll break and you'll lose your ores. But if you roll a 2 through 10, it won't break.
But you said 330, it would be 390, right?
Yes, it would be. You're right.
Okay.
Here are the recipes we know and enchantments we have. I think I might be missing one of the enchantment scrolls. I'm not sure though.
The enchantment scroll, or the vengeance would be really nice.
I like that flame tongue enchantment. Cool.
Oh man,
How
this
much does
fucking.
it cost to enchant items?
You probably need a mage for that. You could probably. So the way we're gonna put a ruling on that is Aaron can try once per day to use an Arcana check to fuse an enchantment to a weapon
Ah, cool.
Okay.
or item.
Sick.
Can I give him guidance whenever he does that?
Probably.
Okay. Just for future reference, if he ever does that, I will
Mhm.
always give him guidance
Yeah, I figured.
because I believe in Elliot. Okay, then. So I add a character. Is this using up items that we already have, or?
Yes.
Okay, I actually already have the mace, so that works out.
Okay. Oh, no. It wouldn't use items.
Oh,
I
sorry,
thought that
sorry,
you meant
items,
the ore.
Duh. Yeah, or not those. Yeah.
He would
weapons.
make you a new mace from
Oh,
silver.
Okay. So how much would it cost to have a silver dagger, a silver mace, and a mithril quarterstaff?
I got 390 for me, so I can take care of that.
And a silver dagger, a silver mace. Those both require 5 pieces of silver and 3 leather straps each. So
We're
We don't have
short
enough
one
then.
leather strap. No.
Maybe you can buy one from him.
you could buy one from him if you want,
Oh, that's
but a
nice.
leather strap is 50 gold piece.
Cool.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
That's why it's much better to get your own.
Come on, Griggs, can't you give me a discount? I helped. Oh wait, no, I didn't.
We should
Mm.
gather.
I mean, shit, you're right.
We should do some
Hey,
hunting.
Mittens.
But
Well, if we need the weapons right away, I can fork over 50 gold for it if need be.
Well,
I can buy it. I have a lot of
Yeah,
gold.
he's literally got
A silver dagger is what? It would be 150 gold. Same with a silver mace. It's
So
5
then-
times 30.
150.
Mm-hmm.
I can actually afford that.
Let me buy my own thing so I can buy my leather strap.
No,
as
I
well.
meant I can afford mine.
Okay, well I can afford mine and and.
Well, did you want a silver mace then?
Yes.
Okay. And he smiths you up a silver mace. That is 100% success rate. So you have a silver mace. It is a +1, so you get +1 to accuracy and damage. And it's a D8 as opposed to a D6.
Okay, so if I add that into D&D Beyond,
You have to figure out how the fuck to make that work.
all right, that's gonna
Oh,
be
okay.
custom
Yeah,
that
item.
yeah.
notes next to,
Yeah.
next to my weapon to make sure I got everything right.
Custom item.
And then I'm assuming you also want, again, a silver dagger,
Yes.
but you need to purchase an extra leather strap. You're okay with
Yes.
that?
Yes.
So it's 200 gold.
Okay.
And he uses up more of the silver. So far he has used 10 silver. 10 of your silver ore.
Yes.
And then he's going to make the mithril, which is an additional 3 silver ore,
So
4
13.
4 mithril ore and 1 electrum. And Travis, moment of truth.
D10,
Silver
alright?
ore.
Yep, just don't roll a 1.
Okay.
Good.
Woo!
Okay, you have a mithril quarterstaff +2. I believe a quarterstaff normally is
D8 with versus if you're dual wielding or using both hands, and it's D6 if it's one-handed.
okay. Then that would make it a D12 two-handed, I believe,
Ooh.
and a D10 one-handed.
Okay. Let me edit
Quick question,
this.
Mike.
Yeah.
With that dagger and chain, you said that it would be upgraded if it's a silver weapon, like so, because I have the base damages for the dagger, the silver dagger one
Mm-hmm.
for the dagger and chain. So would that since it's the silver dagger +1, would it be D6 then?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Then
It's
let me
okay. You haven't hit anything with it anyways, so.
Okay.
Hey, Mittens, if you help pay for stuff in the future, I'll let you look at it.
I will definitely do that.
Only look.
Only look, bitch. How do I? Cause I figured it out.
So okay, so what's the buffer? So the silver is pretty much like a +1 weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has the plus or up 1 damage dice.
Yes.
So babe, can you edit? So if I were to add like a +1 weapon to my inventory, can I edit it?
Babe. I don't know, probably.
You can, but you can't affect the The dice.
I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't change
You can only
the
do
dice.
the damage add-on. Kind of sucks. I'm just putting it in my notepad because if I want to change it, you have to make a whole custom weapon. That's a whole ordeal.
Which I'm
all
actually just gonna
All you need to do is get a mace +1 and then remember the damage is higher
Right.
Yeah.
by 1 dice.
Just remember
That's all
the
you
die.
have to do.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah,
D8 instead of a
Yeah, I just
D6.
added that to the notes next to the weapon for mine.
edit.
Yeah, you can add notes to the base item like on D&D Beyond.
Why is it whenever I go to make a custom weapon,
It just
I
crashes. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not just me.
Me as well.
When you go
It
to
said.
do what?
Is it? Wait, Mike. You said for the +1 silver, it's added to like the hit die as well, or with the accuracy?
It's just +1 to accuracy and damage if it's
Oh,
silver.
okay.
So a silver dagger is D6 +1 for accuracy,
Okay.
plus all your other shit, obviously. Or D20 plus your normal stuff +1 if it's a silver weapon.
Got it.
And then damage is D6 +1 plus your mod.
Oh,
Okay.
what's the damage mod on a mithril?
+2.
+2. Okay.
And then your accuracy is also increased by +2 when you're using it as well.
Oh, so my hit DC is okay. So hit, I can actually override that.
Yeah, that's why Taylor can hit. I think hers is a +10 because she has a silver sword. Same with Jake. That's why his is a +9.
Yeah, mine's +9.
Oh, yours is your accuracy? Oh yeah, your damage is +10 plus
Yeah,
your
my
+6.
With the longswords, yeah, it's D10 +6.
Gotcha. And your accuracy is D20 +9.
Yep.
Gotcha. Because I think you get +5 for your strength, +3 for your proficiency. So normally you have +8 and then +1 because it's a silver weapon, so +9.
Okay. I see.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's how that works out.
So you can actually rename items. So if you add like a +1 weapon, you can rename it to where it says. I'm just renaming mine 1d8 silver mace. Is what I'm adding. Because I don't think I'm gonna remember the dice. So
Briggs looks at you guys. All right. Anything else you need?
Wait, how much was the leather strap?
50
50.
gold.
Who paid for it?
I did.
Okay, cool.
Jeff Bezos over here.
Not for very long. If I want to get this stone, I'm just gonna start throwing gold at Elliot, being like, "Here you go, here you go."
Now you have to pay me every time I heal you. So you are actively in debt. 'Cause I literally picked up your dead body.
I'm gonna have to, or I'm gonna assume this guy can't make a wand of war magic +1.
Probably not. You would probably need Maidon to do that.
I also, it doesn't help me that much. All it does is like +1 to hit on spells, and I hardly use any to hit spells. So
Yeah.
It sucks that there's not a mithril option here, because in the D&D weapons, there's 2 boxes, one for silver and one for adamantine.
Well,
This
you
works.
can edit the name.
Yeah, I fixed mine. I'm good.
Alright. Cool.
And it gives me 2 extra attacks too, right?
No.
Oh, mine too. Me too. I won't be healing at all.
Does anybody else want the vengeance scroll? Cause I'm kind of looking at it. It looks dope as hell.
I think it would actually be pretty good for you. 'Cause
Sick.
you get hit a lot.
just make sure we pick the one that we really want, because you said I can try once a day, right?
Right.
So whatever, yeah, you can only do one today.
Right.
Okay.
And that would go on the weapon, right? You said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd also have to attune to the weapon as well.
Gotcha. I'll
So
do that.
is anyone using the flame tongue or no?
I want it, but I don't think I need it.
Okay. Well, I mean, we should
Should give it to
enchant
somebody.
it. Yeah.
If no one
Like
wants
before
it,
we
I'll
go to
take it.
Torsborn.
It has
think
to be
you're
on a
the only
silver
one that
weapon,
can.
right?
I think
At
you
least
can.
silver.
Oh.
Be stuck in the zone.
Oh.
is
Oh.
damn loud.
Damn, that's intense.
Tell him to calm the fuck down.
That's intense.
You think he's really gonna listen to me?
No.
He's living his best life. It sounds like.
What did I hear? Oh God, yes, please finish me, finish me.
Make sure you stay in the zone.
Anyways,
Yeah.
if Travis wants his vengeance scroll, I wouldn't even be able to do the flame tongue till tomorrow.
Yeah, but we should do it
And
before we go.
And I
get
have to
towards Barn.
attune to the new quarterstaff.
Okay.
How long is attunement a
then-
long rest? Is it 8 hours?
No, it's a short rest. It's like 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Don't even if this doesn't Aaron have to roll to see if you can attune it or put it on there.
Well, we need to. We need to.
I
do
need
the
to
enchantment
attune to
first,
it, and then he needs to enchant it first. I need to attune to
Yeah.
it.
and then attune. Yep.
Do you want to try throwing vengeance on it now then?
Elliot.
And I will give him guidance.
All right, Aaron, go ahead. Or Elliot.
Too
You
bad
said
it's not
Arcana,
hard.
correct?
Arcana. Yep.
If we
Ah,
if
it's
you
a-
were-
Wow. Crap.
if you
I,
were-
I whisper. Did it work?
It did not work.
If you were a halfling, you could have re-rolled that.
I-
You
I look
fool.
up. I'm a genius.
Wait,
At least,
I
at
have a
least
backup
Travis
plan.
didn't roll that.
I have a backup plan. Where's Kane?
He is still around.
Wait, what happened to the enchantment? It broke, right?
Well, the enchantment isn't broken, but
Oh,
You said to
he
try
can't
again
try again
tomorrow?
today. Yeah. The item is too volatile. He doesn't want to try adhering to it again. He wants to give it time to cool off.
Alright. Well, then let's do it tomorrow.
Let's
I
get
hope we
down.
get it because I want to use the weapon.
So you guys head to the edge of camp, where Kane is, and he looks at your group as you guys are about to depart on your horses. I'm assuming you've cast steed, Zalron.
Yeah.
So you have a steed, and before you guys go, Kane looks at a lot of you and he says, "I'd be careful about trusting Carter."
How come?
Well, I'm really skeptical that he's the one in charge. I see him as a figure that most of the camp trusts because they know him well. But I think that there's a real strategist inside the camp testing him, and others, including myself and you, to see who they're really going to forge an alliance with in the future. While I do think that Carter is good for rallying maybe commoners behind him, I think that the fact that there is a whole war camp and an entire basically mechanism that he's put in place, I don't know if he has that sort of talent, honestly. I think that someone else may have put all of this together and are in the camp somewhere.
You think they're gonna let the first siege go to someone just to test them, to lead the entire thing, or think
Well,
they play
I
the
think that-
siege?
I think that Carter is probably his right-hand man, and he's using him as maybe a scapegoat, or maybe someone for the men to rally behind, but I think that Carter probably has someone giving him orders.
So he might be the face.
Yes.
He's just another one of the good old boys that you could sit down and have a beer with.
But I
Uh,
don't drink
Essentially. But that's just my 2 cents about it. I'm going to stay around the camp a little while longer before I depart, see if there's any more things I can find. I do trust that you'll be meeting Thane then and getting things underway in Torsborn, yes?
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably meet again soon in the future then, but until then, good luck.
Can't wait.
And he departs back into the camp.
Okay,
We all good to head on out.
I suppose.
Did you update our list of all the materials we use?
Yep.
Okay.
I've got it.
Onward, Francois. That's
Um,
my horse name.
Elliot, I have to sit in front because you're bigger than I am.
Oh, go.
Okay.
Just don't fuck with Francois.
in his
He's my
lap.
best friend.
Man, we got a lot of distance to cover. We're gonna have so many encounters.
Yeah.
Where the fucking
do have-
hell are we?
Well, you do have twice as much movement now.
Oh, that's right.
Horses.
Horses.
Steeds.
Wait, where actually are we?
Right, here.
on the bottom. Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do we wanna? We probably wanna be scavenging for stuff as we go along, though, for potions and
wanna-
stuff.
Fuck.
Gotta
Well, what
feed
is
the
it? If we
horses.
go-
I just clicked
Okay.
on this thing. What in this thing? Fuck you.
So, did I
What?
hear that if we...
talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Either.
Click on the icon.
Look at the green.
Oh, okay.
What green?
The green orb. Click on the movable icon.
Where we're at.
Yeah.
That's
Click
not
on it.
green.
Nice.
Click
I
on
don't-
it.
I don't think you can explain it
Oh.
any better.
God, that's really small. Why is that so small?
Zoom in.
I
You
know. Why is that so small? So, if I heard correctly, if we go through forest tiles and scavenge, there's better items?
Yes.
Question mark? But it takes longer.
Yep.
But it takes longer.
Just for
Also, worth noting, horses cannot go through mountains.
What?
Why not? Isn't this The Witcher?
Bullshit, damn it.
Gas.
This is no
What if
Skyrim.
we put hiking boots on them?
Nope. And yeah, it is notable that the tiles that are harder to get through have the best stuff.
What are these tiles?
They still count as forest, but it's just denser. They don't take any more movement. But Torsborn is the lumber capital, so.
I should have learned fly and then kept the gem. I could have made all of our horses fly.
Yes. I was thinking about that, like putting healing spells through that. I would actually potentially not even lose health. But if I go mad, is it worth
I
it?
heal myself to full, but also kill myself in the same turn.
But no, I would heal myself and then... Oh, cat, stop it! I think it would only take out a portion. It's not going to take out all of it. Because my healing does more than, depending on what it is. My
Well, you
healing does
heal
more than that.
first, and then the damage comes after.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Which direction
Onward,
do we want
French
to go
folk.
through? We want to go through the forest, or do we want to go through the grassland? No, the plains.
Let's go. I think we should go through the plains first. I don't think we should go through the forest the entire way there.
Okay. So,
And that way we can kind of gauge how we're doing and stuff.
let's move here.
All right, roll for encounters.
Oh boy. Flat
Who do?
D20?
Yep.
Okay. That's
Nothing happens.
Oh boy.
perfect.
Alright.
I haven't picked up on a pattern, but
How
I
many?
will.
We have 8 movement.
The pattern changes based on how many encounters I made.
Ah,
Damn it.
Movement per day is 8.
Yeah.
Also, it's worth noting that because you have horses, I mean, running from encounters is pretty fucking easy.
So I'm gonna move to the next one here, right?
So, Merble, go ahead and make a D20 roll.
I'm just gonna start picking people to roll it. Fuck.
Yeah, man, everyone gets a chance.
Yeah. Hey!
Alright.
I reenact my chance, by the way.
All right, we'll have Sen roll next. She hasn't rolled
Ugh.
anything yet.
Okay.
So are you guys are staying in the plains, I assume?
Are we?
we?
For now.
For now, yeah.
You're gonna go to this one?
Yeah.
This one.
Okay, go ahead, Sen.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You come
Okay.
across.
A
Hey,
pile
man.
of gold.
What up, man? What up,
Is
man?
this our loot?
There's a man who is pushing a cart.
Oh. Oh no, is he selling spices?
No, not spices.
Okay.
He has a bunch of potions on the cart.
Ooh.
And he
And
asks if you want to make a deal.
We
And he
tried.
asks,
Yes.
"Hey, would you like a free sample?"
Ooh,
What?
a sample of what?
I have this oil of sharpness that I just made, and I don't know how good it is, but you guys seem to have weapons, and I'm all alone, so this is a gift.
How convenient!
I like it.
Take it.
All right, let's see here.
I'm all-
Beautiful.
Oh, now that you mention it,
That's a good point.
He's just preemptively covering his ass. I also have other potions for sale if you want. They're at a discount. I'm currently fleeing Torsborn.
Wait,
Oh.
why are we fleeing Torsborn?
Well, in terms of hostilities there, they're rising quite a bit. They've caught wind of what's happening in Crescent Bay, and some people are starting to get stirred up. So I'm going out to the countryside to go stay with some of my relatives.
Oh, that's really safe.
It is, but I have my entire stock with me, so I'm selling off as much as I can for now, and then hopefully I'll be able to make some crazy deals after the fighting starts.
What do you have for
So,
sale?
What are you selling?
Deals.
He is selling minor healing, greater healing, any enhancing potion, and yep, that's it.
Dick enhancing.
How much are the health potions?
Yeah.
Minor healing are normally 25 gold. He's willing to sell them for 12.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Greater healing are typically 50, and he's willing to sell them for 25.
Ooh,
How many greater healing potions do you have?
Jeez.
He has 5 of each.
Oh.
One for each of us minus the cat boy. All right. I was
What?
joking.
I was like, what?
joking. Jesus. One for each of us minus me, actually.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna buy a greater and a lesser, so it's 27 or no 37.
Yep, 37 if you want one of each.
All right, I'm taking
Same.
37 off of my gold.
I will also buy your wares, sir.
Okay, he has 3 of each left.
I'm gonna buy one of each.
Okay, 2 of each left.
I'm doing it too.
All right, 1 of each left. Elliot or Merble.
You buy them, and then I might steal one.
Okay.
How much
All right,
was it? 70?
37 for both of
37.
them. Yep.
37.
You said he has all. Is it
All
like
the
uncommon?
enhancing potions. So he has a potion of speed. He has a potion of strength, a potion of accuracy, and a potion of resistance. The resistance can be tailored to a specific type of resistance that you would want. There's fire resistance, earth resistance, ice resistance, shock resistance, and psychic resistance.
How much is the speed potion?
Normally, it's 200 gold. Now it's 100.
Why do you need any more
I-
speed?
I will take one.
Oh my god.
It's a potion that gives you haste.
Oh.
Is what it is.
That makes more
Is-
sense.
It's good, and you don't have to concentrate on it.
Okay, never mind. I thought he just wanted more movement speed.
I mean, that was kind of the reason, but you know, haste is a good bonus.
I mean, technically, that's what haste gives you.
I mean, haste gives you a lot of other good bonuses.
But yeah, a lot of others. So
where's
is
my
the
healing?
greater? Is that the 44 plus 4?
Yes.
You said speed, strength. What were the other ones? I'm sorry.
Accuracy and resistance.
How do you add a
You go to
minor healing potion?
equipment, manage equipment, and add items and search heal.
Heal. Oh, potion of healing.
And greater should be under there too.
Yep.
That'll be 300 gold.
I gave him the gold. I'm not giving you nothing.
I'll buy the. Would it be Hill Giant? I guess technically.
Hill giant strength.
Yeah, the one that takes your strength up to 21.
21.
Yes. Oh well, it doesn't take it to 12. It increases your ability score for by 5 for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.